Good morning, everybody, and welcome to the Wealth and Abundance Energy reading for the 6th to the 22nd of December 2019. And in fact, just as I went to hit go, this might even be the last Wealth and Abundance reading that I do for 2020 because I need to have some time off. So I just wanted to say Merry Christmas to you all, and thanks everyone for all of the support that you've given me in 2019. Did I say this is the last one for 2020? I mean, we're approaching 2020 and this is the last one for 2019. The message that I'm getting loud and clear for us in this last little part of the year is to be really mindful of where you direct your thoughts and your energy. I've been seeing a lot of posts about everything that is wrong with the world, and yes, we need to be mindful of what we would like to do to make the world a better place. But we also need to be mindful of staying in our own lane and doing our own part to make the world a better place and to stay in a loving space. So if you find yourself seeing a lot of posts on Facebook or talking to a lot of people, associating with people who are always complaining or basically taking you, it doesn't really matter what they're doing. If it's taking you out of being in a loving space and feeling really good about the world, then I want you to be really mindful of your energy around that and perhaps withdraw yourself, or if you can't withdraw yourself, then regain your focus back to your beautiful true nature that you are, because that's the real key to making the world a better place, is when we all stay in our own lane, and as Abraham calls it, staying in the vortex and feeling good about everything that's going on. We're in a very high transformational time at the moment, and I'm just realizing that I haven't introduced myself. Most of you already know me, but for those of you who don't, I particularly love working with people who have big visions to change the world and to help them overcome any belief patterns or sabotage patterns that we all have that will help them to get there and really to connecting with spirit. So we're in a very busy time leading up to Christmas. A lot of people get quite frantic, and personally I've had a really busy couple of weeks with completing my Oracle card deck, which I'm really excited has been received. These are my parenting Oracle cards, practical and spiritual guidance for parents and their star children. Now, quite a few people have said to me, what are star children? And it's really funny because I don't really like defining them as such. I think that a parent will know in their heart if their child is a star child or not. But the most common things are that, you know, they're sensitive and they're connected to the earth. They love anything to do with magic, fairies, unicorns, dragons. And, you know, I think most children are star children. But as parents, we need to have a parenting philosophy that works for us and for them. And I know that a lot of parents are struggling with that because the way they were parented is not working, and that's not the way they want to parent their own children. And that was certainly the case for me. And so I primarily created these cards for myself, and now I'm sharing them with the world. So if you would like to purchase a deck, if you purchase in the next day or two, I can get them straight in the mail and you'll have them by Christmas, depending on I should say in Australia. If you're not in Australia, then you'll have them just after Christmas. But they're $40 for a deck, plus $10 postage if you're in Australia. And yeah, so they come with a guidebook, which has a whole lot of explanation and practical recommendations about the cards, and there are 52 cards. So getting on with the the energy reading for this week. It's about reflecting and slowing down, not getting caught up in the busy whirlwind that is can be the Christmas rush. And the first card that reflects that is health. So it says, I model a healthy lifestyle. I eat well, exercise regularly, and look after my emotional health. So the key to this is to stay in your own, it's all about trying to stay in your own energy and not get caught up in the crazy, busy energy of the collective. And also making sure you get plenty of rest. This is a hugely transformational time leading up to 2020 right now. We're moving into an eclipse season, I believe. And but right now we're in an energetic upgrade portal until the 21st of December. So really need to look after yourself. Drink plenty of water. Eat lots of hot foods, high in antioxidants like blueberries. Eat the colors, all the different colors of fresh fruit and vegetables. And yeah, make sure you look after yourself. And if that means that you need to put a few things that aren't urgent off, then it's totally, that's totally encouraged. And the second card, which is a really interesting card that's come up, is the organization card. So this card says, my children and I enjoy the freedom that comes with being organized and managing my time effectively. So what I'm getting, the message from this card, is that it's really important at the moment to prioritize and to have some time to have some time each day to actually reflect what you need to do during that day to be most productive, so that, because we can get carried away with our to-do list, and we can get caught up in doing things for other people and doing things that aren't necessarily urgent or really required. So given that we need to maintain our energy, spending a little bit more time getting really organized, making some lists of priorities and what to do first, so that you can whip through them and make sure that you prioritize the self-care and the rest, and the time to meditate or spend time in nature, or whatever it is that you need to do to stay centered at the moment. So that's what I'm getting, is that spending a bit of time to be more organized is actually going to save you time, and also that it also saves you that brain processing power, because we hold a lot in our heads, a lot of thoughts, a lot of things that we need to do, to write them all down and to look at what's most important and what's most urgent, and to leave everything else until after the new year wherever possible, because we need to look after ourselves right now. So that's the organization card. Now, the third card that came out is from the Spirit Animal Oracle deck, beautiful Colette Baron Reed's deck. Now, this is the Badger Spirit, and this says, be fearless and bold. So each of these cards has two alternate meanings, and one meaning is to really put yourself out there and to be bold. But the other meaning is that the badger's turning up as a protective spirit to say, stop pushing. And to me, this is the part of the message that's relevant for this week. It's all very well to be fearless and bold and to speak up for ourselves and to be working towards our goals and having lots of energy to do that. But right at the moment, the badger energy has come to say that you've done all the work and that you need to just rest and sit back and surrender and know that you've got all that it takes to be successful. You've done everything that you need to do, and now you need to take some time out and allow the opportunities to come to you. It's really interesting now that I've finished my parenting oracle deck. The next obvious thing for people to ask me is, how are you going to market them? And I could sit down and come up with 1,000 ways that I could market them. But what I've learned in the last 2 or 3 years, and there have been 2 critical pieces of information that have helped me. One is understanding my human design chart, which is a bit like an astrology. You put in your date and time of birth and you find out what human design type you are. And I am what's called a manifesting generator, which means I'm designed to respond to opportunities that come up for me. Okay, I'm not designed to go out there and do cold calling and make things happen. And so, and then the other book that I read, which was really significant, was called The Surrender Experiment, where Michael Singer decided that he would say yes to whatever opportunities the universe provided him with and live his life in a state of complete surrender. And he ended up with a huge billion-dollar business when all he really wanted was to be sitting and meditating for hours and hours per day and doing yoga in the woods. So I know that these cards are going to be successful. I don't feel like I need to do anything right now unless I'm prompted from an external source. So yes, I'm hopping on Facebook. Yes, I'm sharing them with people, but I know I'm not in any hurry, and I know that ripple effect will happen exactly as it needs to happen. So that's just a little example of how to apply surrendering, allowing opportunities to come to you. There are about 10% of the population in human design that are called manifestors, that are designed to go out there and make things happen and inform people of new ideas and stuff. Anyway, if you want more information about how to look that up, just send me a message. It's 11:11 and I'm done for today. I hope that you found that helpful. Just to summarize, be mindful of your own energy from now until the end of the year. Don't get caught up in everyone else's negativity and craziness wherever possible. Focus on your health. Look after your physical body. Be organized so that you're not doing things unnecessarily, and you're sort of going on the straight path to where you need to be. And then the badger spirit, which I've dropped on the ground, is here to tell you that you've done enough and that it's time to surrender and allow the universe to work its magic in the background. And your job is to look after yourself and to stay centered in your own energy and enjoy the Christmas season. If you celebrate Christmas, to allow yourself to not be so busy and overwhelmed that you can't actually enjoy the time either with your family or with your friends, or just on your own reflecting on the celebrations of the season. And if you're not someone who celebrates Christmas, then you might be looking forward to 2020 coming up. And for those of you who are struggling emotionally, I know Christmas is a really tough time for people who have lost loved ones or don't have family that they connect to. Then sending lots of love to you all, and look after yourself, and wishing you all the best. So I might come on next week. I'll see how I feel, but at this stage I'm thinking that I need to call it a day, and I'll catch you again in the new year. Thanks so much for watching, and for everyone for their support, and I'll catch you again soon. Bye for now.